Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna and I haven't been here for a while. I took an unplanned long break from creating in general, but also from sharing here on YouTube and on Instagram. So I think my last video on here on this channel was perhaps February 2023, so a bit over a year ago, and I've been dealing with some burnout and anxiety, but I am feeling really good now and have been for a while now, and I have been thinking about coming back to filming, to YouTube, to creativity in general for a while now. And I will admit I am a little bit nervous and I am stressed, and this isn't the first video that I filmed. I actually filmed another video that I was hoping to publish, but I was so nervous, you guys. I didn't even know what I was saying or doing in that video, so I didn't like it, and I decided to give it another try and maybe just try a simple, cute project to warm up a little bit, because I am definitely feeling a little bit rusty. So I hope you will join me. I hope it's kind of like one of the reasons why I'm nervous is because it's been such a long time since I filmed a video, and I don't know if anyone is like still here, or maybe I am just sitting here at my desk talking to myself. But just in case you are watching, welcome back. I'm so happy you are here. I am excited to start posting again and crafting again and sharing with you. And so here is the little, very easy, very simple project that I thought we could make today together. This is actually the project. This is just a little tag that I added here. And so it's one of those big tags. This actually is from a Tim Holtz die, but of course you don't need a die to have a shape like this. And so I covered it with some book page, which I distressed with some inks. I added this cute little corner tag spot, attached it with some hand stitching, added some hand stitching here, and so it creates this little pocket thing for another little tag or a journaling card or anything you would like, really. So yeah, so I hope you will enjoy this, and let's get started, because the first time that I filmed this video I just talked and talked, just because when I'm nervous I talk and I don't want, to talk for like 5 or 10 minutes and not actually do much. So the way I'm going to do it is I have this mixed media mat. This is just a cheap one I got online, and so the other night I had some time. I was watching YouTube videos and I took out some of my paper scraps and some of my tag dies, metal dies, and I cut out a bunch of tags, different shapes, different sizes. Most of those are the Tim Holtz die set, the tag die set, and actually I did embellish some of them already. Actually, these ones were from this first video that I filmed and that I'm not going to post. Yeah, I think most of them are, if not all of them. But yeah, these are just really cute little tags with some scraps and some focal points. Nothing complicated. And so what I'm going to do to create this is I'm going to pick the big tag yeah, I think I'm going to just start with one, because this is another thing that I think went wrong with my previous video that I filmed and didn't post, is that I decided to make like 6 tags, and it took me forever. And it's definitely not a project, like, you don't want to spend forever just warming up. I just really want a cute and simple project to start. So I'm going to cover this tag first with, let me see what's on the other side, maybe this side actually. So this could, I could leave this. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but this has like those notebook lines, so this could be nice to like journal on the back. So I think I'm going to cover this side with a book page, and let me grab a book that I want to use. This is the Reader's Digest Complete Library of the Garden. This is volume 2. And so I like this book because I really like the color of the pages. They have this stunning aging on the top here, but also they are quite sturdy. There's some flimsy, oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me guys, allergies. Yeah, these aren't very flimsy, so I think I'm just going to use my glue stick and cover this side of the tag with a book page. And while I'm doing this, first of all, I want to say that I am really sorry. I apologize for just disappearing, just disappearing. I am really sorry about that. I didn't want to worry anyone, and I know that some of you guys were worried, and I am so sorry for that. I just, back in late 2022 and early 2023, I was going through a little bit of a rough patch, like I said, with a lot of burnout and anxiety, and I just wasn't doing well. So I just decided I need to step away from from everything and just focus on getting better. And I was also at that time looking for a job, because the stress, I would say the stress of running my own business was getting to me. So yeah, okay, how do I want to do this? Somehow, oh, this should be nice. So yeah, so running my own creative business has definitely been one of the most amazing and just the most extraordinary experiences in my life. But it has also been one of the most stressful for me personally, and it taught me a lot, and I am so grateful for the experience. I am so grateful for all the support that I received throughout the years from you guys, from everyone who has supported me with comments, with purchasing my journals and my digitals, with supporting me on Patreon. I am so grateful, and while this in the end turned out not to be for me, sorry, I'm just looking for my scissors. Okay, did I take my big scissors to the other room, and I'm now left only with those small Tim Holtz ones? I think that's the case. Okay, I don't feel like getting up and pausing the video, so let's give it a try. So yes, so I am while this in the end turned out not to be for me, for so many reasons, and I would not want to bore you guys just talking about this, especially in my first video back. I am very grateful for the experience, and I learned so much about myself and about a lot of things, really. So yeah, so I am very sorry. Like I said, it was a decision that I felt like I had to make for myself at that time, and looking back now, I know that it was the correct one. But yeah, I am feeling, well, I've been feeling much better. I've been feeling just normal for a long while now, but it just took me a little bit longer to come back to creating, to feel the need to create. But I felt it. I felt it, and oh my goodness, this is a bit ridiculous with those small scissors. I felt it, and so that's why I am here now. Okay, so what I want to do next is I want to create some interest on this book page, because it is beautiful, but I think we can make it just a little bit more interesting with some distress inks. So I have some of those small ones. I have Vintage Photo, Antique Linen, and Ground Espresso they are all from Tim Holtz, and I just want to use this mat to smoosh some of the color on it. So I'm going to start with Antique Linen, which is the lightest color, and I'll try to kind of give it a little bit of a wash of color. I have just a water bottle here. I'm going to spritz this with water, and let's give this a try. Okay, so just a light wash of color. Oh, I really like it. I really like this color. I've never really used this one a lot. So I think I'm going to take one of those scraps that I just cut, like I just got when I was cutting out the tag shape, and I'm not going to waste the ink. Okay, so we have a nice little wash of color, and then I'm going to go with Vintage Photo. Now, I don't know if this is my new or my old. Oh no, I think it's the new one because it's very juicy. So let's do the same thing. Oh, I love it. I love it already, and I am not going to dry this first because I want the colors to mix a little bit and blend a little bit, and I also am going to first maybe think about where I want my tuck spot to be, and I think I'm going to have my tuck spot on this side, and then a flower like this one here, so where there is a bit of a space between the two paragraphs of text, I'm going to cover it up with a flower. So so like there's no need for me to add a lot of ink here because I'm going to be covering this up. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is so cool. So cool. Okay, she said, and then she added a lot of cool ink splatters on this side. Okay, now let me dab the rest off with my paper scrap here. Maybe some more with this. I can then use it for collage. And then I am going to take a paper towel and just dab off, sorry, off camera, dab off a little bit of those darker spots, because I don't want this to be too dark, so that like it doesn't overpower the background. Alrighty, and now before I dry this, so I am going to pause my camera and dry this, but before I do it, I think I would like to add some gold splatters. I also have some here, not sure if the camera is picking them up, they are kind of faint, but I have this mist. This is from 13 Arts, this is called Pearl Gold, and I'm just going to shake it and splatter all over the tag. And I also, just off camera, I splattered my doily as well to add some interest to it. So how are you guys? How have you been? Please let me know in the comments. How are you? Also, if you are also on Instagram and you have written me a comment or a message under my latest post, thank you so much for the warmest welcome back. I was so nervous. I didn't know if I could still do it, if there was still like a place for me here in this creative space after being away for so long, and just your kindness and your kind words, and you just made me feel so welcome. so welcome, so thank you so very much. Okay, I think I'm actually going to take those scraps as well, and while I'm splattering, why don't I just splat some gold on those two, just for some interest. Okay, so now we have this done. And I'm going to use my heat tool, so I will pause the camera. I'm going to use my heat tool to dry all of those splatters and the color layers. So I will be back in just a second. Okay, so my tag is all dry and actually I already love it. I love it with just the brown and the gold splatters over the book page. It just looks so pretty. I could make like a ton of it. Maybe I will actually just off camera make a lot of these this way, at least one side, so then I can just have this beautiful background for when I want to add anything to them. But now let's see about this tuck spot. So it would probably cover maybe this much of the tag, and I think I will choose or you know what, let me first ink up the edges with my Distress Oxide vintage photo, so that this will give me a little bit more of like a full picture of what I'm working with. It definitely does make the tag or any project really look more complete to me. And I do remember about this hole that I will have to repunch, but I think I will do it later. So okay, and maybe let's ink up just a tiny bit of the doily's edge, which is not easy because it's so thin and flimsy, but yeah, I think I love it. So it's going to look somehow like this. And now let's try to pick a focal image. So here's my pouch with all of my fussy cut florals. Okay, I already see one that I really love, but let's find some that I think are, oh, this one too, that I think are going to work. And I think actually there is a lot of flowers like that. They are all very beautiful. Okay, maybe let's... So I have a yellow flower on this one, so I definitely would like something with a different color on the other one. So let's see. But okay, I think I'm going to punch my hole first, just so that I see where do I place my flower. Okay, and maybe while we're at it, I'm going to add some of those hole reinforcers. So I have the, I think it's the We Are Memory Keepers punch, which punches those, and I just use some sturdy craft paper, and I'm going to ink them with ground espresso to just give them a little bit more definition. And because I think my what's this, my sponge is quite saturated with ink, and I don't want to really ink my fingers with it. I'm not going to even remove it. I have it on a Velcro dot. I don't know. Oh yeah, I just have a little Velcro dot on the bottom of my ink pads to keep those, but this is definitely saturated enough to just add a little bit of definition to this reinforcer. And you can see, I hope you can see the difference. Yeah, definitely the camera is picking it up, so I love the inked one a lot more, and it really does not need much, just a tiny bit. So yeah, please let me know how you guys have been. We have been very well. As you can probably see, I am wearing a wedding ring because Darek and I got married this last December, which is exciting. And yeah, I am very much enjoying I'm not enjoying looking for my glue. But yeah, here it is. I'm very much enjoying being married. Not that much has changed really, because we've been together for a few years now, and we've lived together for a lot of this time through the, you know, through 2020 and all that came with it. But yeah, it's nice to be a wife and to have a husband. Our puppy Zuzia is doing very well too. She is as cheeky as always. So so everything is going great here. So I'm actually working full-time in a company in like banking sector. So this is something that it's similar to what I did before I went full-time with my creative business, and it's a difficult work, but it's very, like, I like the challenge. I'm interested in what I do. I love the people that I work with. I think I'm very lucky in that department, so I've been really enjoying. I can work from home most of the times, but we do have to go to the office 4 times a month. So it's usually like once per week that we are in the office, and I really love to see everyone and catch up, and I also love working from home. So yeah, so that I can just close my laptop at 3, because I work from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then I can just get to creating immediately, like I did today, to be honest. So let's see about this flower. I honestly quite love it. I quite love it. Let's see some other options. this one. I think this one too, but because the background did turn out a little bit dark, I think because this is smaller than this, it just maybe it gets a little bit lost here. Ooh, I love this one too. This one looks so pretty. Then I have this one, and I love this one too. Okay, too many choices. Shouldn't have pulled out so many pretty flowers. I think I am going to go with this one, but I am going to keep these ones close so that if I want to make more, then I already have some flowers picked up. Okay, so now I think I'm actually going to start with stitching this. So the way I decided to do it is quite different for me, because usually I would go through it. Oh, and this is coming off. See, something new to me. I don't know yet how to deal with it, but I will learn. I've been itching to try new techniques, like new to me. So what I did here, I would usually go around probably with my sewing machine, or even use some wet glue or double-sided tape to glue this tuck spot down, but I did some hand stitching and I love the look it gives. I also added some here to just kind of balance it, and I do like the diagonal lines when I am crafting. So I'm going to do the same thing here, or attempt to do it on camera. And for that I have my pokey book. And I have my little tin. Oops, excuse me for the noise. And I'm going to need a needle, not too large. And then I have some different colors of embroidery thread. So for the other one I used this dark brown, and I like it because I like how it contrasts with the tag. It just pops. So I could definitely do that again. But I also have some pinks. Now this hot pink is maybe, well, on camera it doesn't look so fluoro pink, but it's very pink. So maybe not. Do I have anything else? This peachy color does not really match, and I also have this lighter brown, but no, I think I'm going to go with the dark brown. And I'm also going to use my awl to poke some holes before I start stitching, so that it's just easier for me this way. Okay, so how do I do it? First, like, I'm not going to be doing it in any professional manner at all. And if you are an experienced seamster, then I apologize because this is not going to be professional at all. So I'm just placing my doily where I want my tuck spot to be, and I'm starting in the corner here. And I'm just going to poke some holes, and I am kind of intentionally making them different. Oh my goodness, what am I even trying to say? Like, they are in a different, you guys, I can't speak English. I think I can't speak English anymore. So they are not all the same. Some of them are closer to each other, some of them are farther from each other, and I'm sure there is an easier way to say this than I just attempted, but that's okay. And I'm going a little bit outside of where my doily ends, just because I like the look of it. And so now I need, let me take those small scissors, cut this. I'm going to take this needle. Sorry, I need this closer to my face so that I can thread this embroidery floss through the needle eye, which of course it's not going to be easy, especially that I'm filming. Okay, nope, need to cut it again. Let me try this again. Maybe I can actually place this in front of a camera, or I could just choose a needle with a bigger eye. Oh, but it did work. So now I am taking quite a long piece because, well, I am not experienced with hand stitching, so I don't have any idea how much thread it takes to fill all of those holes. And now carefully, so I don't move my doily and my tag, I'm going to start from the back side, and I am going to leave quite a bit here just to be on the safe side. And then I'm going to go back to the front, and I know that I don't have to I don't really have to tell anyone what I'm doing, because you guys are probably much more experienced with this than I am. But I love the look of hand stitching, and so I just really wanted to give it a try in a simple project and see if I like it. And the verdict is that I love it. I love how it looks. It does take me a fair bit of time to do, but I don't mind it. I actually, I remember a few years ago, one of my crafty plans or goals was to learn embroidery. This did not happen yet, but I still would very much like to learn how to do it. So maybe it's a good practice to get a little bit what's the word, familiar with the needle and the embroidery thread. So I definitely have too much of this thread now, but it doesn't matter, because I am first of all, I'm going to make this pattern on the side as well, but secondly, I can always use it for something else, even just a little bit of hand stitching, maybe on the edge of some ephemera or something like that. Okay. It would probably also be easier if I did have a little bit of a shorter thread, but that's okay. I'm just trying to learn. Okay. And I did not cut my doily beforehand, to size, because I think it would be more difficult for me not to move it at all and to have it perfectly lined up, but because it's still this big piece, when it's all stitched and when it's all in place, okay, I love it. I love it. Do I want maybe just one more higher here? No, maybe not. It's okay. So when it's all in place, then I can easily just cut the shape. So I don't know how to do the back. So if anyone has any advice, then let me know, please. What I am going to try to do is just a double knot here on the back, the This is actually what I did with the other one, and I just cut it short, and I don't mind these at all. I think they add to a handmade look, but if there is a more professional way to do it, then do let me know, please. Okay, so here is one, and here is the second one. And also I am actually filming kind of differently than I did before my break. So before I would use a camera with a screen that would open up so that I could see what I was doing and if I was in frame. But now I'm actually using my phone because I think it's a nicer quality. The autofocus is better, so if I move something up here, like it just focuses so quickly. I love it. And so I have my computer right there with just some mirroring app, some mirroring software, so I can see what I'm doing. But I just wanted to ask you guys if you feel that there is anything wrong with the quality of the video, with visual or audio, then please let me know, and I will definitely try to tweak it, because this is quite a new setup for me, and so I'm just trying to figure it out, just trying to figure everything out again. At some points I really do feel like I've never done this before, but I hope it will all come back to me. Okay, and so now I think I would like some more stitching here, so let me do 1, 2, 3 and 4 pairs of holes, like that. Taking my needle back. So this is definitely a simple project, but it can take a little bit of time with the hand stitching. I feel like this is definitely the part that is taking me the longest time, but I don't mind it at all. I missed so much just doing something like this, something creative, something manual with my hands, and it just clears my mind so much. And I haven't really crafted this year, not this year, but since I stopped filming videos. I needed a break from crafting as well, so I took it, and so I feel, like I said, I feel a bit rusty about everything, but I also feel this sort of excitement that before I took my break I haven't felt often, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be creating just for the love of it again, just so that is my passion again, and it does not have to be my job. Obviously no one made me make this my job. I wanted to try it, and like I said, I am so grateful for the experience. But it took away a lot of the joy because of the anxiety of having to just make things so that I can pay my bills. Basically, that's kind of the easiest way to put it, really. So I am excited to create out of passion again. Alrighty, so let's trim those short. Okay, I think it looks so cute on the back too. So we can move the pokey book. I'm going to keep the doily, of course, so that so that I can use it in collage or something. And now we can attach our flower, if I can see. Oh, here it is. You could of course do it beforehand, but I kind of like to do it now when I have all of my elements, all of my other elements on the tag, and I can choose the placement or the flower I feel like the best. Okay. Using my trusty magic glue. This is from a Polish brand, but it's just such a fabulous glue, really. I know that it is available on Amazon, so if you ever want to look for the magic glue, then perhaps you can find it. But I know that I've been seeing a lot of people use the... Sorry, I need to get this done correctly. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of people use the art glitter glue, is it? Yes, art glitter glue, which looks really nice, but I haven't been able to find it here in Poland, so I will keep looking because I would like to give it a try. Okay. So let me just see if my tack spot works. It does, and I think it's so cute. I just think it's so cute. All right, so now I want to just add some finishing touches to the doily. It's a bit bare and it's a bit white at the moment, and I like the whiteness because it stands out, and you can see it like at first glance, just like the dark brown thread. But I think we can zhuzh it up a little bit, and so let me see. I should have some scraps of music paper. I have this, but this is a big one. Don't I have something smaller? Oh, here is a tiny one. So perhaps a piece like this. I'll ink it up with vintage photo, and I think I will do a similar thing to the first one that I made, which is to choose a label. And these are of course labels from Tracy Fox, who is Love Junk Journals on Etsy. I had to think a little bit about that because of course I haven't been, like, I feel like I haven't been around, and so I've forgotten so many things, like people's shop names and Instagram handles, and I'm just going to have to... Oh, I like this low one. I'm just going to have to reacquaint myself with everything again. I don't know, I kind of like this low one, but maybe it's too little compared to the space that I have and to the music paper scrap. This could be an option. How about this one? Could use it like that, maybe. Or maybe I could even add it slightly, oh yeah, slightly below the music paper scrap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of cheesecloth, just a tiny little bit, to put under my label and add some more texture to the whole thing. So I need to be careful now that I'm gluing on the tack spot that I don't glue my tag spot shut before I even started using it, which could definitely happen because this doily is quite thin, and I don't want to use too much glue so it does not seep through. Okay, I think that should be good. Now I'm thinking the label. Which is going to go over the cheesecloth here, and again just making sure I'm not gluing my tag spot shut. And oops, maybe slightly higher. Okay, and then this piece maybe even higher than that. Yeah, the piece of music. I hope it's not too bright. Like I'm looking at the screen of my computer and what I see is quite small. So I don't know if this isn't, I hope this part here isn't just one large blob of whiteness. Blob of whiteness. Okay, and so just to finish this off, I am going to have this cute little box of some gold elements, and I'm just going to try to pick up a few gold stars. These are just like confetti stars that I got from a craft store, from like a party planning section. And I have this new thing. Now I don't know how to use this. This is supposed to be a tool for picking up small objects like sequins, or like these little stars, or like beads, or you know, like bling, something like that. But I don't really understand it. I mean, it does work, but it is a bit bizarre because I have no idea what this end, like, let me show you guys. This is from, I believe the brand is Nelly's Choice. So if anyone knows how to use it, like, what is this end for? What does it do? What should I do with it? I also have this end, which is covered with, this isn't even a lid, this is like a piece of protective plastic, and this works because this picks up those tiny elements. But I've no idea what I'm supposed to do. Like, this does not twist, this does not like go down. I don't know. I'm lost with this one. Still, the other end does work. So I am going to add just a couple of little stars, 3 dots of glue, and just a couple of, just 3 little stars to be exact. But this helps because I used to do it with my fingers, and these stars are so much smaller than my fingers that it's ridiculous. Okay, so we are almost done with this. So the only other thing that I did to this tag is I added a little bit of this eyelash trim as a topper. So I think I'm going to do the same, and I have my eyelash trim here. If I can find the end, that would be helpful. Oh, here it is. Here we go. So cut just a piece, fold it in half, thread it through here. And so this kind of tag, like as a journal ephemera, as a piece of apologies, as a piece of ephemera, could be used like a floating tag pocket. So I would just paperclip it to the side of my journal, and then I would have the journaling space on the back, or it could be stuck to the page. Maybe even you could create another tag spot with it. And then of course we have, so let's put this one here, and then let's pick another little tag for this one. How about this with the green, or maybe the one with a little bit of pink? Oh yes, I do love it. Okay, so here is the finished project with the gold splatters. Not sure, I'm honestly not sure if the camera is picking them up. Maybe I should move it like that a little bit more. But yes, the glue will of course dry clear, so it won't be visible. And here's what it looks like without the tag, and I absolutely love it. Such a sweet and simple little project. I love the hand stitching. I am definitely going to be doing more of it and trying more of it. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for being with me through this first video that, like I said, I'm quite nervous about posting, but I'm also excited. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support. And I am hopefully going to see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Bye.